Hello again. In this video tutorial we will see how to get a picture moving across the screen. When you get a picture moving, that's called a sprite. Well, if you remember from previous video tutorials, you can have image under user interface. Well, image lets you display an image on a screen, but then you cannot move that image. If you want that image moving, you have to go to another category under palette, and this is drawing and animation. So under drawing and animation you get three components: the ball, the canvas, and the image sprite. The ball is just a specific image sprite in the shape of a ball that can be used for testing purposes. So the two really important are both the canvas and the image sprite. The canvas is the area on which the image sprite is going to move. So for any image sprite to be moving on your screen, you have to deploy first a canvas on it. So we will click on canvas and drag it on the screen one. Now you may see this has a specific rectangular shape here, which is small. Then it depends on how big an area do you want. For this first exercise we will be using the full screen. So we go here and remove automatic and choose fill parent. When we choose fill parent, the canvas one will fill its parent, which is screen 1. So here this indent means the screen 1 is the parent for canvas 1. So now canvas 1 is filling the screen, and now any image sprite we put on it could move all over the screen. So now we drag and drop an image sprite. Well, so for that image sprite, the properties are as follow. It could be enable or disable. We want it enable. We can give it a heading, which is the direction at which it will be moving. Dimensions. The interval means how often the image refreshes. So we can leave it as it is. Then we can choose an actual picture to put into it. If it rotates or not, that would depend on the kind of motion we want. And then on speed, and if it is visible, and the coordinates. Now the first thing we want is a picture, so we will be looking for a picture to use here. And as my idea is to make a game in which a mosquito will be moving and you have to catch it by putting your finger on it, I will try to download a picture of a mosquito. So okay, that would be one with a that's a funny one, but maybe this one. Maybe this. Well, this doesn't matter. So we save the picture. And now we can upload it here. Okay, it's too big, So we adjust the dimensions. In this case we don't want it to fill the parent because that way it will go full screen. We want it to be smaller, so let's give it like 50 pixels. Okay. Now this is the starting position, and the heading is 0, which means pointing right, and there's no speed. We are going to change this immediately. Now when we go into blocks, we got the canvas here and the image sprite. When we click on image sprite, we get several structures, conditionals when the image sprite collides with other image sprite, when it's dragged, when it reaches an edge, when it's flung, which means when you make a swipe motion with your finger on it, when touch down and touch up, well, bounce from edge, colliding. Well, those are things we will be interested into, but first of all we want to have the mosquito started. So we go into canvas and well, we go into screen, sorry, and say when screen 1 initializes. So that way that means at the very starting of things. So we want the mosquitoes to start moving when everything starts here. So do what? If we want the mosquito to move, we have to give it both a heading and a speed. Here we have this kind of block that we already know about. It's of the kind set some components property to some value. So we choose set image sprite heading to some value. The heading is an angle from 0 to 360, meaning in which direction will it be pointing. So we can choose a random one. We'll pick a random integer from, let's say, from 1 to 360. That covers the whole circle. And now we should set some speed, because that way it will be pointing randomly but not moving. So we choose another set image sprite. Now the property would be a speed, and we give it a value. It could also be a random one. Okay, random values should be adjusted later when we actually see how fast is it moving. But well, a possible range could be from 20 to 80. 20 being slow and 80 being, well, fast. So now we got the mosquito pointing randomly into some direction and moving. Now we want it to keep moving when it reaches an edge. So we want it to bounce from the edges of the screen. So we go to image sprite and choose when image sprite edge reached. What do we want it to happen? We want it to bounce. So we go there and choose the procedure bounce here. Call image sprite 1 bounce. This call to this function is asking for an argument here, which is which edge is it from which the image sprite is bouncing off. So we can get it from here, because this when gives you back the edge, so we can get the edge from here. Up. There it is. So now with these two blocks, I mean two groups of blocks, we get the mosquito in motion, and it will keep moving when it reaches an edge. So it will keep moving forever. Now we can make it a little more diverse just by changing the speed when it reaches the edge. So it will go faster or slower, not always at the same speed. For that we just duplicate this one and place it here. So now when the screen initializes, when everything starts, the mosquito will be heading in a random direction and will start moving with a random speed. When it reaches an edge, it will bounce from that edge, changing its speed to another random value. And that will make for exercise number 4. Okay, so thank you.